Well, it's official. I am going to
Liberia.
Yes, it's really happening, and it wouldn't be possible without you guys, because within a couple of minutes of setting up that GoFundMe page, one of those spacemen reached out to me and asked me for my Bitcoin address. And you're not going to believe this, but in one mystical transaction, he completely funded the entire trip. Who are these Bitcoin people? Where do they come from, and where do they get their money? I have no idea, but I will forever be grateful. But now that the trip is completely funded, any money that we continue to raise over on that GoFundMe page will be used to invest in schools and businesses when I travel to
Liberia.
So as soon as I knew that the trip was funded, I started researching to find out what I needed to do to enter into the country. And the first thing that I read was that I needed the yellow fever vaccine, or they would turn me away at the gate. Then I learned that there was a national shortage of yellow fever vaccines, but I called and I called and I called and I finally found a place that offered one. Now I will tell you that I am not a big fan of needles, but I thought for you guys, I would be willing to tough it out. So after that traumatic experience, the nurse then tells me that I also need a shot for hepatitis A, hepatitis B, tetanus, typhoid fever, and flu. So basically what happened next looked a little bit like this. Through my tears, I crawled home and my arm is still sore, but I knew that I would be finally able to apply for my visa. So I need everybody to pray and send good vibes that the Liberian consulate will accept my application and allow me to travel across the world to meet the man who has started this all. I want to take some time today to tell you a little bit about how this story is affecting people across the world. I got an email from a guy who lives in Australia and he runs a little restaurant and he's got a tip jar that has slowly been collecting change. But he thought that he wanted to give that money to people in need. So he started telling people about the videos and he asked to raise money for some kids to go to school in Liberia. And after a month he's raised $30, which is about 3,000 Liberia dollars. You guys might not think that's very much, but to the people of Liberia, it'll make a world of difference. So thank you to our friends down under for believing in the cause and supporting us. The next story comes to us from a 4th period high school economics class in Oregon. They've been studying wealth creation and production, and apparently my videos have been a topic of conversation. One of the students, named Leo, apparently went down to Mexico and ran into some kids who were begging for money. Leo suggested that they try providing something of value in return. So he gave them a packet of gum and told them to sell each piece of gum for 2 pesos each. Leo said that my investment to this kid was 20 pesos. That is about $1 USD. However, no monetary value could compare to the heartwarming experience. You see, that's what this is all about. It's about generating wealth through hard work and creativity. We don't need to beg, we don't need to scam people. It's 2018, you guys. If you've got an idea, go out and make it happen. We have the internet, we have technology, we have the painstaking labor of millions of people over hundreds of generations that have brought us to this point. Yes, we gotta help people, but we gotta help them be self-reliant. And if you're with me and if you believe in the cause, then share these videos and subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and let's go do some good in Liberia.
Sweet land of